Other interesting business news is Starbucks union on strike, even though they already make a lot of money and they have health benefits, which, yeah, I don't know if it's a mentality thing of Americans becoming more entitled or maybe I'm just biased because I'm an entrepreneur. I don't know, own business myself. But yeah, since it's where they already get paid, in my opinion, a very, very high dollar amount for what they do. And they help them. I'll never forget my little sister got a Starbucks barista job when she was in college. Not only did she get paid like double the minimum wage, but she also got dental and health insurance. Which, spoiler, if you ever want to start a business or you offer those options to your employees, those are comically expensive. I mean, it's I mean, in some cases, 50% of the wage is on top of it is going to be the health insurance. You don't realize how ridiculously expensive that can be in some cases, and yet Starbucks baristas are still saying, "Oh no, we need to go on strike." Even though I looked it up, and this is according to Grok, the AI from X Twitter. So according to that, on average, the barista for the entry level position at Starbucks across the U.S. is about $15.51 per hour, and then you get benefits on top of that, which is astronomically good. I mean, the minimum wage is already, I think, it's $7 per hour. And back in my day, when I first started my company, I worked for free. No different scenario altogether, being an entrepreneur and everything. But yeah, they're going on strike and demanding even more money, which again, I'm just kind of curious. I'm going to pull up the financing of Starbucks really quick. Look at their sales. Let me see here. So Starbucks stock price. If we go to the analytics of the Google and stuff, it'll also tell us our dividend yield and overall profit percentage. So it's currently trading for $90 per share. About. It's going to fluctuate by the time the video is rendered and uploaded. It'll change because that's what the stock market does. But looks like their dividend yield is 2.7%, yada yada. Get to the net income. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a good example. Maybe the CEO says, "Okay, get a new job. We don't care if you come. We don't care if you don't come back." Their net income, again, year over year change. Their net income is down at 25.43%. So core their income just gone. Wow. Their operating margin is down 22.98%. So the current margin now is 10.02%, which again is not great. And their tax rate is so they're also having the government steal from them about 23.8%. That's the tax rate that they're at. EBITDA 1.63 or down. The EBITDA is down 18.4% to 1.63 billion. And yeah, so they're not in the best shape. They could be doing better. And again, it still baffles my mind. So many people buy coffee these days. It's just, especially Starbucks, it's glorified candy in a cup. I only rationalize it if I'm between two work meetings or something, or I'm on the road and I need somewhere to sit down and do some work. Fire up my hotspot. I'll pay for their cheapest drip coffee. To me, I rationalize it as being basically a mobile office for the rare occasions where am in those situations where you're on the road between two clientele meetings. That I can understand. Even then, I would go to a cheaper alternative if there was a physical alternative in that regard. But yeah, it still blows my mind. Some people spend like 5, 10, 15, $20 on a Starbucks drink. I can't fathom having that much disposable income. Now, this comes to us thanks to NBC News, in which they say, quote, Starbucks barista strike expands as workers demand more pay raises. The strike was expected to affect 2% of all locations. The baristas worker union is aiming at highlighting their alleged unfair labor practices. Yeah, another thing about unions. Remember when they praised Hamas? Yeah, that was the Starbucks union. Yeah. Yet another reason unions can be, as they say, problematic, which is, I'm sure, one of their favorite words. Let me all the fun pop-ups there. A little disappointingly enough, no Starbucks logo on the article. Epic fail, NBC News. Now, this is credit to Rob Weil, who's a writer over there, saying, quote, Starbucks Barista expanding to some 5,000 workers as the organization says that it'll affect about 300 stores in 45 states. Just as the company's big holiday stretch begins. Though they only represents approximately 3% of all U.S. Starbucks locations, is expansion of the action that began last week in 3 cities. They're organized by Service Employees International Union and Starbucks Workers United. The strike aims to draw attention at the alleged unfair labor practices and stalled negotiations over a contract that would cover thousands of workers. The workers are seeking an immediate increase of Starbucks minimum hourly wage by as much as 64% and over 77% over the life of a 3-year contract. Yeah, you're pouring coffee. Yeah, you do. How much negotiation power do you think you have? You're pouring coffee into a cup. You're taking hot water, putting it through beans, debatably better than the average store beans, and then hot liquid comes out. least for me. Everyone else, I guess you're adding 35 different ingredients that no one can pronounce and chemicals that you don't really know the ramifications of. Another topic for another time, perhaps. But yeah, they want a 64% pay raise. Again, they're already paid basically double the minimum wage, and they get health benefits and dental. And I believe it, in some options, in some cases, you get stock options too, which that's really good. Now, you have Lynn Fox, the president of the workers' union, saying in a statement that, quote, after all the Starbucks had said of how they value partners throughout the system, we refuse to accept zero immediate investment in baristas' wages and no resolution of hundreds of unfair labor practices. Baristas know their value, and they're not going to accept a proposal that doesn't treat them like true partners, unquote. Which is always hilarious because unions actually never start to create anything of their own, at least in my opinion or my experience. It'd be funny. Why don't they just go out there and start their own little coffee company and have their labor be unionized and destroy what little profits they have? I actually thought Starbucks was more profitable prior to looking at the analytics of kind of their overall margin. And again, it's a luxury product no one needs. It blows my mind people still buy it. Now, they say that Starbucks said that only about 170 Starbucks did not open as planned. With over 10,000 company stores, it says 98% of the stores and nearly 200,000 employees continue to work as normal. Now, Sarah Kelly, Starbucks executive vice president, said, quote, the unions chose to walk away from bargaining last week. We are ready to continue negotiations when the union comes back to the bargaining table. It's a pretty contentious situation. We'll see. Looks like in a memo to employees, they also know that in a memo posted at the company, Starbucks executive called the union's demands not sustainable, while touting that the overall benefits package that the workers receive, noting that employees who work at least 20 hours, So if you just work part-time 20 hours a week, you receive $30 an hour when you combine the benefits as well as the fiscal pay, which to pour coffee into a cup, $30 an hour. And they want more. They want, 66 or 70% more? And companies decide at 10% profit margin? Yeah, let's just say we'll see what Brian Nicole comes to the company with, because again, he was a former CEO of Chipotle. Yeah, because I mean, shoot, I wish one of my favorite books is it's called Onward by Howard Schultz, the founder of Starbucks. It's a brilliant book. Let me know if you're interested in a book of the month. I try to usually read at least one or more books a month, but yeah, he has his not only just have to deal with the contentious market and all the competitors to markup starting to creep up. I mean, we have not only just McDonald's, but Taco Bell. There's a lot of other companies that are starting to invest in the coffee barista concept, and we'll see if they're able to actually realistically chisel any market share. Dunkin' Donuts is always growing as well. I mean, he has to deal not only with the competition, but now the unionized labor wanting more and more and more and more and more. Where I mean, there's some people where it's never enough. So we'll see at the end of the day. And again, none of this is financial advice. And truth be told, I'm glad I didn't buy Starbucks stock because I can't help but think, yeah, with all these variables up in the air, we'll see how they're able to do long term. But yeah, let's just say, well, let me know in the comments. What do you think is a quote unquote fair wage for a Starbucks barista? And do you think their current wage, and again, this is an average about $15.51 per hour. Do you think, plus healthcare benefits, do you think that's reasonable or should they pay more? What do you think they should earn? Let me know in the comments because, as always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you can click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.